We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready? 180.
Mike's by 4.
Take both of them.
Switch. Switch. Check your hot read. Watch the edge.
First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check 3.
Shift. Watch the shift. Greystone, travel.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here we go. 180.
Check right 54.
Kill.
Come on. Watch the safety creep. 81. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
We're going to 54. 180.
Check safety.
180.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, kill. 47. There we go, kill. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Browns first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch your leg. Kill.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
54 is Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
48 for Mike. Let's go, D.
26.
Prescott now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Austin Seibert on 4th.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
So don't say nothing. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Bang, 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 bang. Safe.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Going up top. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
1st down, Browns.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Shit.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch that.
Here we go, 47.
He's coming. Double up.
26.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Check three.
Here we go, 46.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm gonna come back to you. SOS.
Hey, kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check curls.
Here we go, going to 54. Line in.
Mike, let's go one more.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Beckham complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. Some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
We're going to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch the pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Take two of them.
Chance.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line.
Whip.
Throwing, Prescott. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Going to 53.
Check 13.
The first carry for Josh Adams. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
It's 2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Going to 53.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, here we go. Go right in.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. 47. 26.
Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Mike 5-4. Tackles. Check it back.
We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
47.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
26.
Here's Prescott. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike, get him. Give these traps. Let's go.
Back.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Once more, Adams on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Watch by 4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Get it.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Defense, let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Look, Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Kill.
Play action now. Prescott shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On third down, they go with Adams.
Get there.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That! Black 20!
Squeeze!
Take both of them.
49, check 49, check 49.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
25!
They go with Thompson again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist! Watch the twist!
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Mike 40!
These two.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Under 10, 10. Mike 40, check, he's coming, he's coming.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Here's Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 480.
54. Record.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
Browns, first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch this.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
Slam.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 47.
Slam.
Prescott now. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
What screen? Shit.
Here we go. 47.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Set, ready. 10, touchdown. 54. Mike, 54.
I got him.
Looking to throw. Adams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as... And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They start the drive with Connor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Corner.
Again, a run with Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Smallwood, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Heat these two.
No.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now it's Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, 53's Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Slack 20.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Strip that ball.
On the run is Conner. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Hey, watch edge.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.